Gonna have to refresh the. Okay, looks like we're good. We're good.
Alright, so at some point while we were fighting the helicopter, we don't know where, we got disconnected. Now we're back. So, we fought a helicopter. If you missed it, you didn't miss it.
We didn't fight a helicopter, Amber. Stop lying to everybody. We do archive these videos. They will find out.
That's true.
You want to... Hold on. Stop. Healing. Again. Okay, now if you want to help your health or... Like, fill up my health. Do whatever you want.
I have a face. Getting used to Nintendo controls again.
Did you even see the kind of helicopter they sent after us? And a bird like that cost around $15 million. Man, terrorism is legal.
Maybe they have an oil baron or two in their pocket.
Oil barons. You know, in the country I was born in, people think Uncle Sam causes most of the problems in this world.
Can I go deal with that?
Probably. Because if it's not a problem now, it's about to be one.
Oh boy, children. They make the world go around. And the subs.
Alright.
Like this.
So we're hitting a part in the story where we're actually starting to overlap with the other characters now. Where we just ran into Chris and Pierce, and they took down the helicopter that was shooting at us. Stood around and couldn't figure out what the game wanted us to do. And we are about to come up against the neck again, and meet Leon and Helena. And then we'll end up finishing Chris and tied up in the submarine base. Yeah, the end where Chris and will end Thurs. So we're kind of getting into the end of this. I honestly can't remember if you learned during this campaign, or if it's I don't know. It's been too long since I've played through it, and like I was telling you, I played through Jake and Sherry first before I played through Chris and Pierce. So yeah, I got a little bit the story that way. Kind of have the story.
Hopefully that appeased the dissidents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Parkour. God. Chinese market again. I hope we don't have this. Yay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, sure. Everyone loves to blame America for everything. We're not the bad guy, Jake. Look, these terrorists have unleashed bioweapons on our country, too.
So the whole world's going to hell.
And you're the only one who can save it.
Well, shit. As long as there's no pressure, right?
But actually, listen, dialogue. See, now it's saying I can't.
But saying I can, I don't.
Because, like, I clearly... It's gotta be different. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know, because, like, I was picking it up. Now I only have 5 bullets and I can't pick up any more.
Oh, you said...
Of,
58.
of my assault rifle.
Yeah.
Is that not... Okay.
I'm still armed with the elephant gun. The elephant gun didn't kill that guy.
No, I thought the ammo was for...
Man, everywhere you look, there's more of these assholes. Sucks being so popular.
There's no sneaking around them, is there?
Oh, we get to fight in the fog. I know when I said it. That was 762 NATO. Have the high ground. Whoop. Good at you.
Why did you guys all come in?
Sherry, it's open.
Y'all cocooned it, now there's a dime. Yeah, at least these guys come.
Think of it.
Smells like that.
As
Just
a
like
slide
a
for
donut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, honestly, the only campaign that can't be considered a horror game.
Did you cocoon on the floor, you dickhead? Or... Yeah. Oh, counter punch. Good kick. Oh. I just tried to use a Dark Souls. Well, I'm not even playing the game. I've gone through all of my healing items. Thanks. I do not feel so much like Brock Lesnar. No, it's putting us in this.
I found.
I have another. No red pills. 1 + 1 makes 3.
Yep, that makes sense.
Seems legit. There is a weapon. Everywhere! Ah! Gives him a rifle.
I just want, like... it. I went to pick up the skill points and it gave me a shotgun.
I got a shotgun. Yay.
Well then. Very well done, Sherry.
Smooth.
You're not even gonna ask if I'm okay?
I thought you were indestructible, Supergirl.
They come out of here. Shotgun. Oh, I was.
Trying to load.
Oh, we're both down here now? Let's just get to the shopping area. Gotta blow. Really? Wow. What makes you think that was the choice I wanted? I go to aim my gun and it's like, I'm gonna switch against the wall. You get what you're looking for. Wow! I came to the wrong neighborhood.
There's too much to giving you the press the button.
Whole section.
Another bolted door? Seriously?
I got it.
Do ya? Of what?
Hot. Battery. Down there. I mean, what the fuck?
You need to jump on the other side. Oh, here it is.
Try this again.
Don't watch your screen. Try what? Or do that, that's fine. You fucker. Get behind me. Pretty sure I got him. Oh, this game.
It's open, come on!
Alright. I don't know what it is. This game got off to a... And it got to be...
Yeah, like, and that's weird, too. Because, like I was saying, I did really enjoy the game. I do not remember
Sherry.
that. And I'm wondering if...
Really? You get the leftover file box?
Yeah.
Our boss?
And everything needs to be on fire?
Don't get too close! You'll be ripped to shreds!
Yeah, thanks. I know what a chainsaw can do.
Now's our chance!
For what?
Did that do it?
Think he's down.
What I was trying to say before everything went on fire, was that I'm wondering if the fact that I played it solo actually is how this actually
I feel like it's because you played it like...
that.
I mean, I might be exaggerating.
No, you're really not. It was about 9 years. Came out to end of
Wow, I forgot
It's
all the
American.
weird shit.
and by end.
Grabbed a bunch of stuff out of the guy. First, I passed by a bunch. Oh no. Boss fight that we had.
Yeah.
Leon
Leon
and
and-
Is that... Leon?
my dude.
No.
Sherry, what are you doing here?
I'm on protective
How
detail.
many dudes that I will inevitably hate.
I heard you became an agent.
Why are you here?
I'm tracking the man behind all this. Chief
It was
Security
funny.
Advisor
Everybody
Simmons.
keeps looking at him. They're probably looking like, God, he
There
looks
must be some
exactly
sort of
like
mistake.
Wesker.
I report to Simmons.
But he doesn't in any way,
Yeah,
shape, or
like
form.
that's
We're
the
on our way.
thing.
I think that's
Right
what's
now.
like hurting me about it.
Where is he? I need to know.
Jake! Let me handle this.
Your orders were to avoid contact with anyone.
Leon's not just anyone. He saved my life back in Raccoon City.
Fair enough.
We just have to blow this guy up.
Look out!
Yeah. Yep.
Leon, the plane!
In Boston.
Oh, Leon's look there. He's just like,
Him again? Friend of yours? Or like an ex-girlfriend? Guy doesn't know when to quit. Welcome to the club.
I wanna know about Jake's loving escapades.
You get used to it.
Brandon escapades,
right?
Like, if this is what his ex-girlfriends were like, dude, you
Watch out for
need
his
to work
arm!
either on your breakup, the methodology,
Got it.
or whatever.
Over here!
Hate it. And I'm dead.
Now's our chance. Let's go.
As to what?
I don't know, but they like
Bus.
this thing.
Okay.
You got it.
Take it easy.
Are you okay?
There's around the city. It's a walk in the park, right?
I don't know. I was too young to understand what was happening back then. Come on, get back. We need our help. On it.
Oh! Oh! Oh, that was... Oh my god, did you see that kick in the dick?
No, I missed it.
Brutal. I mean, first of all, that guy
out of this.
Let's start with that.
You're not entirely sane, are you?
Okay, let's move.
Roger!
I had no instructions.
Don't get me started. But maybe the force can stop him once and for all.
Carries around a spare.
Give him credit. At least he came prepared.
Like I said, indestructible. I was hoping you would that. Afraid not. Doesn't mean we gotta make things easy for him.
Did he just throw Leon at me?
All that shit. Oof. Stop.
Jerry! there, I need you to...
Hey! If he is half the man you say he is, he'll be fine. Okay?
You're right. We should hurry.
Okay. Pause.
Get back. Or when you get back, I'm gonna fade spray us.
Okay, cool. Elder?
Yeah. So, I know I say it all the time. I don't know if anybody else understands it. I'm so used to saying it that, so fade spray, is first aid spray. But in the first game, when they're using the inventory system, you can only have so many characters on the screen. So they named it F.aid spray. Then it just became fade spray. So now I've just, over the years, in the fact that this series has been around for 25 years, I started playing it and now it's 98. So I've been playing this series for 2 years. I'm just shy of 35. So most of my life I've been calling it fade spray. So I've never had anybody question me about it, but it always makes me wonder if people are confused about what I'm saying or why I would want to call it a fade spray instead of spray, or if other people did the same thing. I don't know. I don't know if other people did or not. It was definitely something me and my brother and our friends did. So, but now that we've gotten into older games, like the first games, gotten further along, we don't have to do that abbreviation. Anybody that was after the fact probably never had to experience that way that things got abbreviated. I had to explain to my children today what a dill sandwich was, because I'm wearing my dill sandwich, and it has a sandwich on it, and in it there's an eyeball of the sandwich, and my sons were like, why is there an eyeball in the sandwich? Tired dill. Sandwich. Jason got it for me for Christmas last year. I'm trying to think if there's any other, like, random I do. Aside from probably my tattoo. Which is really funny because, okay, so, Resident Evil's Twitter account put out a tweet that said // So anybody that had been playing the game since the beginning from the beginning. So because the entry said 4// everybody's like, oh, remake 4. Oh, you guys are gonna reveal remake 4. Oh my god, guys, Resident Evil 4. And then everybody else is sitting there being like, oh, you're dumb. It's like, no, they're just doing the full quote. Most people just know the itchy tasty part, but the actual full entry is 4// But It's not quite as sexy. It's just saying it's tasty. So everybody thought they were talking about
Better than anticipated.
okay, so I accidentally gave that to you. There we go.
I think he maces her.
Right.
Oh!
Whoa, that was a really long. I'm glad we're both like super. That was a really rough.
New game. I don't need skill points.
Box.
No, kick rocks. Not the little table that we're using to.
Not our mic. Yeah, we've noticed. Sometimes.
Kucheng is up ahead, at the mouth of the river.
All right, come on. You worried about Simmons, right? You're gonna be fine. Okay?
Why did like his face model something?
Let's go! Is that you?
Okay, so don't shoot it in the head.
Or do, I don't know. Chainsaw her.
Jesus Christ!
I get love. Put the needle.
Watch out!
That time, why would you red light that?
This day's never gonna end, is it? Come on!
Okay, come on. Just in the
He's back! This prick won't give up!
Why are there things like that?
Oh my god.
Come on!
Off your first.
He's back! This prick won't give up!
Watch out! Someone's shooting at us!
They're not shooting at us, they're helping us! Look at your buddies in the BSAA! First aid!
They gave us full health. can't, like, every time I get hit, I cannot. Formation. Loaded right now. What? That's good.
He's back. This prick won't give up.
Watch out! Someone's shooting at us!
They're not shooting at us, they're helping us. Aim at your buddies in the BSAA.
See how I got good with his backwards dive and shot him with the elephant killer. It was so cinematic.
I think he's dead.
Let's hope it sticks.
Oh fuck. Is she behind us?
Yeah, that's what I was fighting while you were fighting.
Trying
I think
to
I
hit
found
a middle
another
tab
boat.
because- Yeet.
Just saw some sort of light or something in the water.
Jesus Christ!
It's so anticlimactic. It's so just like, oh my god, look at that. Oh. Whoa.
No. Oh my god, that should have hit me. God, bad hit protection.
Wait.
Oh. Bow.
Ow.
Yeah.
What? There it is.
Come on, really?
That
That's the gun I used. That's how many bullets I shot at.
That's part of this storyline here right now.
What the
That
hell was that?
there's somebody else.
I don't
coming
know,
for us.
but whoever they are, they just saved my life. Over there, that's the rendezvous point.
Her motivations never make any sense. And it's always like, like, no, we never do we?
It's the Titanic.
When you play as her, you never figure it out.
Shit! Sherry!
Jake!
Goddamn
Oh my
Batman.
god.
Goddamn Batman.
Yes? Almost. Alright, we'll be there as soon as we can.
Boss still keeping tabs on you, huh?
Under arrest too.
For now.
Let's go then.
Whatever. Okay. Ready, bro?
Sherry.
I don't allow them in the chat, so I can't allow that kind of engagement.
That's fair.
If Leon was right about Simmons, I want you to run. No matter what happens.
Is it being
Promise me.
They're just like screaming back at you.
Fine.
actually a hiss? Gonna back.
No! Wait!
Ah, Agent Birkin, impeccable timing. Kindly take these two into custody, won't you?
They said you were involved in the terrorist attack. Is it true?
What? Are they running down the street screaming it to anyone who'll listen?
Answer me!
It's for the benefit of the United States and global security.
Can't see how killing the president is good for the country.
The president's dead?
Well,
At least now we
have
understand why
Leon
she
to
doesn't
thank
know
for
that.
Yeah.
God damn you, Simmons!
Dispose of them. Hold your fire!
Granted.
Those two are still of use to us.
Any excuse,
You
right?
need to be more careful.
All right. So what's the plan, hero?
You think you can make it to that door?
Why don't we just waste him?
Because I need you to take care of Sherry.
Can we wrap this up? I do have better things to do.
What are you two gonna do?
Finish Simmons.
There's information on here that could stop the C-virus. Simmons wants it.
Thanks. I'll put a call into FOS, get you some protection. Now move!
Go! Run!
No.
Not a chance.
You promised.
I lied.
I'm totally cool with them kicking out a room of bad guys.
Sherry!
In a
Barry, would you start throwing some bows?
like, we know that you can take care of yourself.
Are we gonna get split up and kidnapped again?
Yeah.
Is that their story? Get split up, get kidnapped, split up, get kidnapped.
All they do. I think they're all.
5 or 6. More to go.
We really don't have much.
We don't know. What this? Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You're
right. Why is it we have or we're playing as Wesker's son and we've been kidnapped twice now? What are all those superpowers, bro?
I'm sorry. I trusted Simmons. I should have been able to see through his lies. This is all my fault.
Yeah.
Just following orders, right? I thought you were doing the right thing. Find the vaccine. Save the world and all that.
You know that kids have to deal with like.
What the hell just happened?
So.
Of course, they took our weapons.
Took back your weapons.
Hey, there's our gear.
How do we get in there?
Pets.
Sherry.
Come on.
Love for the prompt to actually stay there.
Yeet.
Good luck.
Getting the areas
Thanks.
on some of these, like, been like a long. Modern game.
Oh, what the fuck?
Sherry!
I'm all right.
You sure? You don't look all right. Hey, break down the door. Save me from climbing through those air ducts.
Ow.
I have to kill the guy first.
No, it's one of these things that don't die.
Hey, break down the door. Save me from climbing through those air ducts. Hey, break down the door. Save me from climbing through those air
Yeah,
ducts.
Jake, shut up.
I'm not controlling that.
I'm well aware. I'm not yelling at you.
Hey, break down the door. Save me from climbing through those air ducts. Hey, break down the door. Save me from climbing through those air ducts. Hey, break down the door.
Oh God.
Bad for a
damn.
girl.
Oh.
My pleasure.
Find out.
Fuck you guys.
Fucking photo bombing or
Electricity temporarily rerouted to incubation chamber. To activate elevator, please attach reserve battery.
Reserve battery?
Where the hell is it?
Won't know till we find it.
there.
Reserve battery activated. 25% charged.
We gotta get more? Damn it.
Hey!
That's hardly practical. We got no choice.
Really? There's no other way up? Well,
Like, They're so casual about saying all of that.
What?
The music is so calming.
Reserve battery 2 activated. 50% charged.
Door.
All right, halfway there.
Huh. Come on, man. Like to get the game. Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh, I missed it. I'm gonna be a bit. Oh, I can get it. And go.
Reserve battery 3 activated. 75% charged.
One more left.
Not going to G? I don't understand. Practice. other one. That's why. The other one above it. So, I gotta go to the washroom. But I think I figured it out.
Okay. So I am not sure what the big bad is. Like Leon and Helena has to take, and then Chris and Peter dealt with like water, aqua, and affected. So like Jake and Sherry are in the underwater facility as Chris and Pierce were. But yeah, beyond that, I don't remember what they're doing. I think they have to run away from the aqua base. I remember the end for Helena, for the end for Pierce. And I don't just mean like over the last 2 months. I mean from 10 years. Goes it out for me. I feel like we get to meet us. Oh. But then again, maybe. Actually. I know we don't have definitely very Jake and Sherry's can much different than the other. Leon and Helena's just straight shoot the enemies. Kill the enemy, like, more like Resident Evil. Chris and Pierce was much more action-based, but still in that frame, whereas, like, with Jake and Sherry's, they've been doing a lot more different, like this puzzle here, having to fight the boat, the motorcycle, the car chases, everything done so many, they're like, we have all these ideas, we're just gonna throw it all in one camp.
All of the. Thing has been changed. Full game?
Maybe.
So I'm at. Wait till it goes up. Don't want to look.
trying to find you.
Shotguns. 8 years for this animation.
Alright then.
Well, it's above. It's
Reserve battery 3 activated. 75% charged.
One more left.
why does it keep... Or you... Boost. I need to get... That means you... Yeah, okay. That's blocked up. I think you were at the right door. There it is there.
Yeah, no, I just didn't go to the right door because I got distracted by the fact that I had 3 of those fucking things and I was trying to live.
Okay, anyway. Do that. I wanna go. Damn it. That's the one you keep. Ooh. Maybe there is like an ammo carry limit.
Yeah, like even though I don't if I have like
Unexpected power surge detected. Please use elevator for evacuation.
First there's no power, now there's too much.
At least the elevator works.
What is this bullshit?
Have to find a way to stop
Any
it.
ammo?
That crane might do the
God, I
trick.
hate this game. Oh god.
Fresh out of patience, pal.
Yes. Sure.
Sherry, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hurry!
Gotta get that fly boot.
oh is this a switch that? Half of the quick time events.
Jump!
Go away.
Alright.
Hey!
Did a thing.
Told us we did a thing. Did it feel like we did a thing? I wasn't even trying to be standing.
Glad to see you're okay.
Wait, was that you who just freed us?
Looks like you guys saved the day again, huh?
It's habit.
Yeah.
You don't get out much. Like, I think it makes more sense.
Right.
I can see your father in you.
How did you know
Wait,
where-
hold on a second. So you know him?
Kill him! I fucking killed him.
I
Punched the
did,
boulder, then I murdered him.
but I'm the one that killed him.
It was you?
Crystals? but
Really?
Chris? Better put a leash on that puppy.
This is between me and him. Go ahead. Shoot. You have every right to.
I don't think it's scary.
Just promise me you'll survive. The world depends on it.
Who the hell are you to tell me what to do?
Stop it!
Put your gun down! Now!
Tell me. We just following orders? Or was it personal?
Both.
Both.
Jake, please stop.
Put a bullet
Just
in your
put
head!
your gun down.
Drop your
Don't
weapon!
do this!
There are more important things at stake than you and me.
We gotta go!
Jake!
I know!
Guys, I think this is some sort of lift. There's one over there, too. Let's get out of here.
What the hell is this?
The end of the world.
Unless we stop it.
Go grab a lever.
So, if that giant cocoon hatches...
We're in trouble.
Hi, Chris.
Just a bit.
We gotta get out of here and warn HQ. This way! This way! Hurry!
See this shit?
Yeah. I'm having the same problem.
Checking. Gotta be like
A regular.
resident. Bill 6. Int. Pick up ammo. Wow, it was auto completed. Why can't I pick up ammo? Inventory is full. Okay, so now we gotta do inventory. Because they... Oh, there is a limited number of slots. Now. Yeah, okay. Figured it out.
Alright.
They didn't make that clear in any...
I've got Chris.
I was just waiting.
How did you know Jake is Wesker's son? I didn't think the PSA was privy to that intel.
Leon told me. He also told me where to find you.
Is he okay? Good. I was worried Simmons had gotten to him.
No, he's fine. For the time being, anyway. But he's not out of the woods yet. This outbreak in China makes raccoons big and pale in comparison. We need a vaccine for the sea virus, and we need it now.
Which means you need to...
I'm gonna get you two out of here. Count on it. The last thing I do is
No, it's a good thing for you. You killed the captain back there. Otherwise, it's a death right now. Can't imagine like the life of having to escort your ass out of here. Jesus Christ, you ever shut up? What are
You trying to piss me off? I don't trust you, and I don't like you. Good for you, asshole. You get out after we get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
listening to you guys fight.
A bad aim.
Well, I think that's away from
Crazy.
Look out!
That's why I was saying, I don't know what our damage is.
Our big boss.
Chris!
Get moving!
We got it from here. Let's go.
Wait!
Hey!
We got a job to finish.
There is no way they can take that thing!
We are not going back.
But they're gonna get killed!
Then that's their choice!
It's a sacrifice they're willing to make, and we can't stop them.
Jake!
You know what? I'm not my father. And I'm gonna make damn sure that it stays that way. We're getting out of here. And you're gonna save the world.
You know, instead of destroying it like my dad likes.
You're right. Let's go.
I'm lost. I do not remember how this campaign ends.
I'm through with this. Where's the exit?
We gotta be close.
On one hand, I use so much ammo that I'm having no problem picking more up.
Nice. Actually, I don't have that. Maybe that just wasn't you.
Oh, what the
what
shit is this?
Looks like this literally looks like a Mario 3D World Mario.
Yeah.
That one where you just only hit the speed pads,
Yeah.
dodge all the lava.
Why can exist?
Well, if they're forging their own method.
How? How did you even get here?
Yeah, look who's back.
They dragged him here when they kidnapped him. Right? Like, well, he's on the ground. We're gonna go grab him, take him with us.
Man, seriously, Jake's reflexes. At this point, point, she's gonna end up developing a kink for him to just
Come
grab her
get
and
some, you
throw
ugly
down.
son of a
Maybe that
bitch.
already is her king. Let's not king shame here. Take him off. Okay. Can't do it that way.
Okay. Can't do it that way either, apparently. Got like ball in the face.
Jake, we can't fight him right here. It's too dangerous.
All right. Hey, asshole! This way!
No. Fine. Wasn't planning on going that way anyway. Oh, here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the prompt.
Alright, right on his gun. She does have a nice. And now we gotta push it. Be that way.
Keeps on up in his game.
He's gonna.
Well. I just died. Oh, well, you could have. How do you think I got over there? You gotta dodge by him. You Dark Souls roll by him.
Oh crap!
I've been playing so many Soulsborne games.
Keeps on up in his game.
I know. All my what? Here, you can have fun.
Yeah.
I rolled that with my iframe. Yeah, we get rolling with these rocks. Oh, I got
I was nowhere near there, by the way.
But clearly we put enough bullets in it.
This is much better. Yeah, make more lava holes, freaking idiot.
He doesn't care. He'll do whatever it takes to kill us.
Okay, he's got Dark Souls 2 tracking. Again. Missed it. Go point blank. Game. Oh, at least I can dodge it.
Sherry, now!
Jake, go for it! Now!
That was shocking.
Oh, Sherry, just like,
Stop their guns. Am I supposed to fist fight this thing? Did I just go into a...
This is more like it.
What a dick.
Let's settle this mano a mano. Is that all you got?
I'll cover you!
Thanks.
Oh, angle slam!
Get him!
I pressed the button.
Take that! You like that? Die already!
Whoa!
I missed a few of them, I think. Yeet!
That was pretty awesome, though.
Is that all you got?
I'll cover you!
Thanks. Take that! You like that? Die already!
Red punch!
Oh my god, yes.
Stay there. Jumps out of that. Wait, he was still alive in that. I think I'm even more offended by that.
Let's get out of here!
Finally killed him.
Piece of cake.
Alright, fine. Enough trip. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ugh. That was a cool scene. It, dude.
Yeah. So, as I was saying before, the very first time that I played this, I played as Cher. So, a lot of the stuff that the AI was doing. So I kind of got to experience the story rather than being... I'm just up atop, like, trying to hit him with boxes. That's a very different thing. Like, I didn't know, because I don't have the split screen of where actually down there fist fighting him. Like, you don't get to experience that when you're solo as Sherry. Because, of course, when you're solo, you don't get this split screen. You don't see what your partner is. Which, playing this with a co-op is definitely much better when you... But also, like, I got to see things that, like, Jason did as Leon. I got to experience what Pierce was, because I had actually played Chris. And now getting to see Jake, there's certain elements that I'm actually getting to see in the game that I didn't get to see. AI was yeah. I have a...
So we get to punch our way out of this. All melee, all... Wanna be a brouhaha!
We're in some kind of warehouse. There's gotta be a way to move shit in and out.
Right.
Oh yeah, Sherry, remember she was strong. I just wasn't... Whoa! Yikes!
Alright, we jumped on the light train.
Whoa! This is fast!
Yeah, there's no goddamn steering!
Whoa.
What the shit? Why? Because it's so easy, that's why. I should know better by this time.
Christ almighty! What does it take to lose this guy?
Come on! We have to move further up!
Jesus, take the hit!
Jake! Keep going! Jake! Up ahead! The cargo!
Good call! Let's cut it loose! Hey! Take that, asshole!
Yeah, very inappropriate. That thing left. Oh, gotta get more Jake left there.
From what I remember,
They did it in the previous one.
yeah.
Enough! You're not getting him!
One more for you, second!
Didn't melt the lava? What's going on?
All done!
Well, what are we waiting for?
Oh, I guess it's
about you. Thank you.
Aww.
There we go.
Alright, that's how that ends?
Yep.
You don't find out to get his blood for the vaccine?
That's why I don't remember how this ends. Because that was the fucking ending.
What a load of horseshit.
And you actually don't find out what was going on with Ada unless
You find out what happens to them before you don't? Okay.
that's good.
Don't seem to remember when I left the cold behind me. The snow reminds me of the world I've left outside. So when
We turn this into a just chatting stream?
Oh, maybe. So, I can tell you the story of what happened with Ada.
is this how it feels to
So,
believe?
Go ahead. I mean, the guy who can't walk can't serve the camera.
you know, you're allowed to tell me to do things. It's
Only because
okay.
I know the hotkeys that
you
I
are
set up.
exactly. It's your setup. It's not my setup.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Back to the lighting, where the lighting has decided that my entire hair is blue. It's not, but mixed with my entire blue outfit.
I didn't change it to a just chat. Start talking.
Okay. So, do you remember when we were doing Chris and Pierce's campaign? We were following Ada, and she was wearing that like purple dress with the red scarf that like she was barely fitting into. And then when we saw her again, she's wearing like leather pants and a red button-up shirt. Okay, that's because there's two different women.
Two Adas?
Yeah. So, the one in the purple dress that showed up in Adonia that killed Chris's team, that, like, we were following and chasing to the underground facility, that's actually Carla. And Carla is a woman that, worked with Simmons on the C virus. But Simmons was in love with Ada. So he managed to find a way to, like, mutate Carla to make her look like Ada. Because, like, Carla was obsessed with Simmons. So when we found that tape that was labeled Ada, and we see Ada break out of the cocoon, that's actually Carla coming out of the cocoon. But then Simmons is just like...
Carla was Helena's sister, right?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
Carla's a completely different person.
Okay.
But then Carla was just like, what the fuck? You made me look like Ada? And then she's like, fuck your shit, I'm gonna destroy the world. And now Ada's just like, well, everybody thinks I'm the bad guy and that I'm destroying the world, so I better go kill Carla so I can clear my name.
So, I feel like if we're carrying on a continuity, Resident Evil 7 and 8 carry on in this world, whatever.
Yeah.
It's safe to assume Jerry, Sherry, and Jake don't make it out? This shit's still going on?
Well, the thing is, they saved
Actually,
the world.
both those taking place.
But also, like, so Jake and Sherry saved the world from the E virus. What was happening.
Yeah.
And then once you get into 7, they introduce the mold and Evelyn and the virus. With Evelyn control and then 8 is the mucus site, metasite or something. I can't remember what Miranda. But that was like where the mold started. Miranda was able to do all these experiments on it. Those Abu and all of her mutations. And then like Spencer trained with or like studied with Miranda, and he went and founded the Umbrella Corporation, which started with the progenitor virus, which went into the T virus, then the G virus, then we have the C abyss virus, or like the T abyss virus, which is in Revelation.
You follow this stuff?
Yeah, I know way too much about this. Like, at this point, the only thing I don't know is what was going on with the Wesker children. Because apparently, once you get to 5 and you learn, like, the Lost in Nightmares storyline, you get a backstory on Wesker. And apparently, Wesker and, like, 6 other children were either experimented on as children, or they were like test tube babies from the start.
You know what video games really gotta stop doing? They've gotta stop basing their main story off of continuations DLC.
Yeah.
That's getting fucking obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's way too much.
It's one thing when like you go into a side mission and just like, hey's this guy, and somebody who's played the DLC in the previous game is like, oh yeah, no, that guy was in the DLC, this is what he did and everything. Like, for a side mission, cool. But when it's
the main
Jake, as an example, who's, as you said, like, one of the Wesker kids, who is apparently a major storyline of the DLC of Resident Evil 5, which I don't know if
that's the thing. Jake isn't part of that. Jake was made completely
but
for this.
His existence is made clear in that one, and there's history based on that, because...
No, that's what I'm saying. Jake is completely new for this game. What they did with the DLC in 5, you find out that Albert Wesker, Jake's father, was experimented on as a kid along with other kids. And then in Revelations 2, you meet Wesker's sister, Alex.
What were you saying about Wesker's kids?
No, there's an experiment called the Wesker Kids.
I give up. I forget I asked!
And this is all stuff that I ended up learning, like, through other people, because I never played 5. I haven't played the Lost in Nightmares. I don't know everything about Spencer going on about how, like, he created Wesker. Because up until that point, Wesker was just a dude. He was just a sociopath that worked for Umbrella.
No, you know who's a sociopath? People who try to write these stories. Those people are sociopaths. I tried to disseminate this story. I don't know why I asked. It's like, oh, what's happening in 7 and 8 then if this is all going on? Like, fuck you.
Well, and then now everybody's trying to figure out what's going to happen in 9.
Of course everybody's trying to figure out what happened in 9, because 8 left this really weird, like, gap, and it doesn't even feel like... Because I think I've explained this in other streams. It feels like Resident Evil comes in trilogies. Trilogy kind of has its own self-contained story, which does sort of extend beyond, right?
Yeah.
So like 1, 2, 3, boom, Raccoon City, right? Yeah. 4, 5, 6, other things, rest of the world, right? Because you got 4 taking place in Europe, 5 taking place in Africa, and this one taking place in China mostly.
Yeah.
With other parts of it taking place in Europe, but primarily focusing on. Right?
Yeah.
And you get into 7, which takes place in the house. 8, which it's not about locales by then. It's about the mold and Ethan.
Yeah.
But now we've killed Ethan after. Spoiler alert.
If you didn't watch us play the other games.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you can't go on based on our continuity, and it is still like a game that's barely a year.
Yeah.
Like it's a game that has a PS5 release.
Yes.
So, but yeah. So with what happens in 7 and 8, 9 now is going to take place on a different character, but it's still going to follow this old storyline, I guess. Which
likely, yeah.
Is going to be its thing.
So there's two possible ways of or they could cover them both.
There's a million possible ways. They could just ignore everything that happened in the first.
of course, but like what they've set up for
Yeah.
their like continuation. You have the one storyline where the BSAA is now evil, and they're using BOWs as agents instead of actual agents, and Chris is pissed off about that and
Loud. Volume's way low on our TV.
and wants to like basically stop the BSAA. And also, I think it's in concept art or in the files, the BSAA agent BOW and having the helicopter with them. Apparently, there's a post-credit scene.
Ugh.
Well, as we were talking about
archives. With the data now in the right hands, things seem to be finally settling down.
So basically, Sherry has just said that Jake's blood made
Following
it.
Jake's rescue, BSAA officials classified his relationship to Albert Wesker as top secret, recognizing the threat it could pose to global security.
Okay, so they do get out. They make us sit through the credits to find that out.
Yeah.
I lowered my asking price to $50. You use your bike to follow the airplane? Come on now.
Oh, now he's got the Wesker shades.
Ah. And there's a draft. Just give it. You got the A rank on that one. Higher accuracy. It's cool. 5 chapters. We can go back to full screen since we are just chatting.
Yeah.
I have a counterpoint for you. And a very angry Resident Evil fan brought this up.
Okay.
Because it's always like his thing was the BSAA has always been the good guys of Resident Evil. Consistent.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Well,
Why
I mean,
are they
from
using
5 on? Yes.
Where do they exist?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As long as they've existed from 5 on. 4
Yeah.
games, they've been good guys, right? Perhaps, possibly, the next game is going to be like spending all the time infiltrating BSAA and finding out who this guy who's thought this could happen or allowed this to happen is happening. Okay, I'll get my foot out of the frame. It's because it's the broken foot. It's like, no, don't show him that foot. That's the foot that doesn't work.
Yeah, so like I can't got distracted. I don't know if I mentioned that. I know I started
You
to
talked
say,
about the art and Chris is a
yeah, okay. So then the other side of that is that because of Ethan's storyline could possibly be following. But that brings into other complications because Rose is ever working with.
got a handler.
Yeah,
I
she
think
has.
that's umbrella.
Yeah,
Umbrella.
yeah. So she's got a handler. But then, like, with Evelyn, and she makes a point to have people not. It's. But anyways,
hard to go off of leaked development notes because you could be getting some red herrings.
Oh, I'm not talking about development. Oh, she said, like, in the game, she says, don't call me Evelyn.
Yeah.
And, Evelyn had an accelerated growth rate. So, like, with Rose being, like, say, are they going to suddenly jump the storyline 16 years, follow Rose, and then we get, like, old man Chris, who is already pushing 50 and 8? Or do we find out that because she's Finn's mold baby,
She's a mold baby. She's
that
6
she
years old.
Did actually, that they did actually, and the only time that passed will be the time between the game development between 8 and 9, because they did that with 7 and 8. Time between 7 and 8 is actually the development time. 7 takes place in 2007, and then
This is of course.
Yeah, and then 8
best.
takes place.
Because they went first person, they can go either way.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna. Chris is. You know what? I think Chris being Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that Barry? The guy who said that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, if they make Chris like the Barry of the.
Talked about it earlier. This is my Jill sandwich.
Barry of the series from here on in, where he's like always kind of just. Well, no, you play as him.
Yeah, you also actually play with him as an entire camp.
No, but Revelations 2.
Right, yeah, the Revelation series is.
And that's like a side story of the Fortas.
Yes.
And then kind of an offshoot of that, right?
Revelations 1 happens 4 and 5.
Just like Veronica, Code Veronica, and all that are offshoots within the storyline of the. Why they number and name these things?
Yeah.
It was kind of like Assassin's Creed, where Assassin's Creed, and then you had Brother Nations are all within Creed 2 trilogy, and then we had Assassin's Creed that didn't get a trilogy because it was garbage.
Yeah.
And then we got Black Flag, which was going to be its own trilogy. Now is going Skull and Bones, if that ever comes out. And Final Fantasy does it too. And I get it, especially if you have your sets or your settings being like from each other.
Yeah.
Right? So like I said, Resident Evil 1 and 2 they have the same.
Oh.
You don't play as anybody from 1 in 2, and in 3 3 you play as Jill. You don't play as Jill in 1 and 2. Right?
Play as Jill in 1.
Play as Jill. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's where Code Veronica comes in, where you Claire and Chris. Chris is from.
I was going off. I know in the remake, or Claire and plays Jill and Carlos, but they didn't remake.
Well, they did, but they did it 20 years.
Yeah, they didn't remake 1 on the new cool over the shoulder view.
Yeah.
Where they have it on the old, just fixed camera angles. I don't know. I haven't played 4. Because when I tried to play 0, I was just.
4 is over the shoulder. 4 is where over the shoulder started.
But 4 is also tank control. Because 1, 2, 3, and 4 all have a similar control set. But 4 is where it stops being a fixed camera angle and starts allowing you to camera. But again, that's I'm gonna play it at some point. I keep putting it off. I am putting it off until I can. The longer.
Right.
Right now, I am. Days Gone. As Fred highly recommends. I think I'm almost done that one. And then I want to play Scarlet Nexus, Metro Exodus. Scarlet Nexus I earned by getting down to 200. And Metro Exodus came highly recommended. That's going to be on like. I just keep getting in. I want to play more newer games.
Right.
Resident Evil 4 is just like that. It's currently 4 and 1 as far as story are concerned. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even then, I didn't really. 3 is just like a couple minutes in the story grand scale. Like Nemesis exists. If I wanted to read the story about Nemesis, that's fine. But grand scale, it's such a drop in the bucket of the story. I think they did more work in. I had somebody in my chat kind of arguing with Rob. Fine, still. And therefore, I will not play it. Unless they do a remake, in which, yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then I actually had a. Talking about one of the difficult things with Code Veronica trying to remake is one of the villains has like a. Starts off with psychotic break and presses up.
Right, and they're using that as an explanation for psychosis, which.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, you could still do the Alfred and Alexia storyline without having Alfred dress in drag and impersonate his sister. But it would be, like, you'd have to get creative.
I know it was.
So. And then even if you do get creative with it and you manage to solve that problem, you're gonna have enough of, like, the vocal minority be like, well, this isn't what it was like in the original.
See, something like that is weird in the sense that I look back on House of Dead Overkill. Like, how did we get away with that game, period? And the way they got away with it was just like, everything about this game is stupid. Going in, that was why it's, I think, the masterpiece of the House of Dead. Yeah. House of Dead Overkill is a masterpiece because, for one, it didn't... Like, when I say it doesn't take itself seriously, I'm not doing it justice on how very little serious it is. So extremely off the wall. Right down to the grindhouse film.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it is completely presented as a block first movie you went to go see in the drive-in, or you had to sit through the drive-in while you wait for the actual movie. Went for a double feature, and this is a crappy movie.
Or like the triple feature, and this is the one at the tail end.
Right? That is how it is presented. That is how the story goes. Everything about it is ridiculous, but it still has my favorite line in it.
Oh, it still has like the best line in all of video games. Like,
you're full of shit. What do you mean? You say motherfucker. Call everybody a motherfucker. Everybody's a motherfucker. But you come across the first guy who actually fucks his mother. You got nothing to say.
It's still so good.
That's a game I want remade. I know that I think they did do a remake on the PS3. But we don't have the move. Because it's gotta be.
Yeah, it's gotta be arcade shooter. You gotta get the light gun for it.
It was made originally on the Wii, but I don't know if we don't. Well, I have the connector that I could put it onto an. But I don't know how well it's going to work on. We could probably try it on the Wii U on this.
Yeah.
If we can get. Depends on what the better version of. Anyway, I'll put that as like a work in progress. I won't put it on the list. It's definitely, it'll fall under because the future of date night games and how we're going to do it from now on, because this, I think, is going to be our last long form.
Yeah.
Everything else from here on in is going to take 1, maybe 2 streams to play at best. So, an example, Streets of Rage 4 would have been prime for our new format for date night games. It took us 1 stream. We beat it twice on our Git Good or Git Fat
we did.
Charity stream. That's how short that game. The next game we're gonna play to get kind of a palate cleanse, get everybody to the format, is going to be the Takeover. an independently developed beat 'em up game. I came across it from Matt McMuscles, who does a lot of I hate when it's like do a video, do a thing. Let's use the proper term. He makes videos, and the content is it's series is called What Happened, and it's finding out what happened during game development, what made a game turn out the way it does. A lot of it is games that were not very. An example would be Cover 2 Human and one of have been one, but like
Okay.
it won't only cover things that didn't do well. He will cover things that do well. I know he recently covered Cyberpunk, but a lot of what he said he speculated, and he'll be honest. And anyway, he's a fan of beat 'em up games, and he actually produced this, and that's how I found out. He mentioning it, mid rolls or front rolls. It was not the ads that you kind of insert. Anyway, I've rambled on it. We're gonna play it next. According to how long does it take to beat? It takes about 2 hours and 20. We're probably gonna beat it in a single stream, as long as it's built as your tip. And then after that, we're gonna play River City Girls, which is probably gonna take 2. Might take 3 either way. It's kind of just walk around, beat 'em up sort of. Got RPG elements, as well as River City Ransom, which is completely 100% based on that series.
Yes.
And then we're kind of looking to it. Future games on that. We may. We have the ability to play emulated arcade games, so we might.
Oh right,
we might go and play some of the. I have a Raspberry Pi set up that we
actually have arcades.
Yeah, little hobby kit. So that's a possibility, but for the most part, don't expect long Resident Evil streams again. There might be a future where I think we ordered a game, Haven. Sorry, I don't think we did. We did order a game called Haven. I do have to look into that, see how. That's a high maybe. Depends on how frequently we stream from here on in, because Saturdays are back to kind of being able to do.
Yeah, being able to go out on our own and actually having an out of the house date, but also be out and having come over and doing things in the house.
Saturday is ideal for board game night.
Yeah.
Like that. So for the most part, our September is pretty empty. So we're mostly gonna be able.
We have one weekend where
the
we're
18th. So it's not next weekend. Saturday after, we will not be. But we'll set that as a date. And that's also why the next stream is going to Takeover. One day we don't have to leave it happen. So yeah, that's kind of the future date night. It's going to be a lot of beat 'em ups and one day beating games. Games you can do within a day. And the reason arcade games come to mind is arcade games for the most part don't take hours to beat. They take, will take you hours. On a perfect run, it would take you like 20, half an hour to beat. Perfect to go. Without all the pauses you take for dying and putting in more. Play them. They're going to go very quick because you have the ability to kind of pop in quarters, as it were, to play them.
I think the next long. It wouldn't even be long in this. Spend more. That eventually are zombies.
Yeah.
And then that'll be, and depending on how that goes, you may want to play it a little bit.
That might be streams.
Yeah.
Again,
I've never seen the end of the game. I think I've seen I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna start watching Speed.
Yeah.
And we'll see like, yeah, so we can not so that we can blast through the game, but
just
as long as there's no glitches,
enjoy
just
it.
to see
Yeah.
where we gotta go. If there's glitches,
Yeah, I'm done. I don't.
or I'll go watch like a glitchless run.
Yeah, I don't like glitched.
I don't.
playthroughs.
As far as like presenting things, we're not speed running it. I don't want to glitch the game.
Yeah.
I want to beat the game. But you got to look for the direction where things.
Yeah, because that was based on like original arcade style of games. There was no save data. It was, oh, you got to this level. Here's the password to get back to this level.
But yeah, the password data is easier to save and doesn't require batteries.
I'm pretty sure Zombies Ate My Neighbors only gave you a password every 5 to 10 levels. So, like, if you died on a middle level, you had to go back to whatever the last password level was.
Savage.
Yeah. I think, but, I mean, I cannot rely on my memory of that because this is a game that came out, I believe it first came out in, I was, like, playing this. And I would play probably the first 10 levels before I gave up, and then play those 10 levels again, and then give up, and watch my brother go through it like a maniac, and watch my dad go through it. One of the few games that I would actually sit down and play with my dad. Pretty sure my dad got up to like 50 or that day. He took a weekend and he's like, I'm gonna beat this game! And he sat down and he watched it.
It will depend on what the update adds.
Yeah, that's true.
Save data. We will have to see what. And I know somebody is sitting there like, why don't you just download it now? It's a digital game. Like, we gotta limit it.
Yeah, we got a physical copy. Coming in. That's why we're.
We got a couple games. Right now, that not on the way, but pre-ordered.
Yeah.
Because I got Castlevania
that
series.
collection. Yeah.
We got those Zombies Ate My Neighbor. But actually,
Okay.
Grabbed by the Ghoulie.
Yeah, there's something ghoul in it. I just know that the.
Because Limited Run has a nasty habit of. I love that about their website. It's like, did you ever have this? Oh yeah, no, we had it here. I might be wrong.
Oh, excuse me. I know
sorry, am I keeping you up?
the digital version. I think the limited one.
Ghoul Patrol, you got it. You got
Okay.
it on that. Grabbed by the Ghoulies.
So apparently they just really like making games with ghoul in the title.
Because we have that, we have Haven, and we have the Castlevania. I know that Haven was. But I'm gonna check now how long to. Just to see if it's gonna. Ugh. Oh no, hold on. 10 hours isn't. It's like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. That's as long as that's right. That's main story. Main completionist is 8 hours. All places.
That's not bad either.
Well, let's see. We did Resident Evil 6. And 6 not full.
Yeah.
Okay. So main story is 21 and a half. Also didn't main and extra. 24 and a half is what it. I want to know what main define.
I think it's original. Less unlocked. Then when they ported it,
I'm getting a good chuckle out of. Okay, so you know how when you ask,
Yeah.
so it's so I googled how long to beat Resident Evil 6, and it's how long are the Resident Evil 6 campaigns? Why is Resident Evil 6 so bad? Is Resident Evil 6 scary? No. Is Resident Evil 6 worth playing? No. Should I Leon or Claire first?
That's even relevant in Resident Evil 6.
Why is Resident Evil 4 the best? Do I need to play Resident Evil 6 before 7?
No. Not at all.
What is the longest Resident Evil game? 2.
4 has like an average.
Let me see. 15th is 14th is, I don't know when. 14th Resident Evil 3 is 6 hours. I'm guessing. Oh, that's the remake.
Yeah, the remake.
I'm gonna see what Resident Evil. So this is out of 15.
Sounds about.
Resident Evil Revelations 8.
Yeah.
Did it take me only? Yeah, it did go pretty. Resident Evil Villages. Hours.
Yeah, but you get both.
Resident Evil and Resident Evil 0 are 11. Resident Evil 0, I couldn't take 11 hours of that. Code Veronica's 11 and a half. Resident Evil 5 is 12 hours. Resident Evil 4 is 16 hours.
Yep.
Resident Evil 6 is 12.
Okay. So yeah, 6 is longer because you have the.
Yeah.
But like when you look at what we're in, so what are the top 3 longest?
Well, the longest is Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 is 16. Resident Evil 3, or third one is Resident Evil 5. 4, 5, and 6 are the.
Yeah.
It's 5.
Yeah.
5 and 6 are like just notoriously.
And that's one thing with the 6 where they tried to like break that up by making.
But each campaign.
Yeah. And then 4 is so. I think that's why I only ever played it. Because I was not Resident Evil.
I have no say.
I didn't know that 0 is. I think I want to say I've done it faster than that, but I've played it so many times.
That's going to be based on averages.
Yeah.
Though. Like, when I say average, that's going to be people who are skipping a lot of side stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Or, on average, you'll find, like, one or two side
even
things
there, they
do.
say, like, 1 in 4 or, like, 6 hours on average. Yeah. You can finish 1 in an.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. That's generally based on first playthrough, no knowledge.
Yeah.
Right? You don't know what the hell is going on. And a lot of mine kind of add up on some. I think actually, come to think of it, Resident Evil 3 Remake I did finish in 6 hours seems.
Yeah, for me, I think I did Remake in.
Yeah, and Resident Evil 2 at 8.5 sounds about right because I finished. I did both campaigns.
Yeah. I think 7 took.
7 didn't take very long.
8 was around. I was playing that in like segments, so that's what my free time allowed.
Yeah, because I streamed 8. It was 3 streams? And I think the third stream was interrupted by me throwing up.
Yeah.
Like I made it to the washroom. It's not like I was on stream going. Bleh.
No.
I was very sick. Apparently, when you get constipated enough, that can make you throw up. oversharing a little. Much of oversharing.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something.
No.
That was a leg grab that
I know,
you
that's
usually
my, I
precede,
normally,
like,
that's my,
I have this
need
super
your
important,
I
to
need
shut
your
up.
attention. That's usually
I
my,
can't believe it
I
now.
need
You're
your
not, it's
attention.
not going to work now. You know that, right?
Yep.
You cannot use. Alright, I think we've gotten enough extra meat out of this.
Yeah.
I don't
We got an
have much to
extra
say
like
about
half hour
Resident
of just
Evil.
talking
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Because I don't have as much to say about Resident Evil.
No.
I cannot do a podcast.
Yeah.
Unless, like, we could do a Resident Evil podcast where you tried to explain it to me and I just be like, why do you do this to yourself on a regular basis? Interrupt it every so often with my stupid
As you know,
little
we have
remark.
a Resident Evil newspaper up here, and we've got some Resident Evil art over there, and I'm wearing a Resident Evil shirt.
I've got a Castlevania.
Yeah, the camera doesn't show Castlevania. There is a wall.
Not right now, yeah. Several comic page ads. Castlevania Rondo Blood poster.
Yeah.
Before we knew what the heck was going on Redbubble.
Yeah.
Now that I know what's going on, I won't use it all that. Those are for originals. We also have that Castlevania
Really gorgeous
display. God, I'm getting obsessed with displays.
But they're so gorgeous.
They are beautiful. I've started following Iron Pineapple, I think, on YouTube. This is apparently this. I watch it. And he covers a lot of Soulsborne stuff, and he collaboration made a Bloodborne and Souls, and I think a Dark Souls as well, remake art.
Oh.
So it's like, imagine, if you will, a world where Demon Souls, Bloodborne, and all of them came out on the N64.
Okay.
And the art is kind of based on that style. If you actually, it's kind of like these big sectional castle style. All of them are kind of in this style.
Okay.
Right? And all of them have, like, sections of the game that would be familiar to people.
Right.
And, like, if you look at it closely enough, like they did with all those old N64 posters, ads.
The one that comes to mind is Craft one, where it's different sections of Minecraft, where it's like, oh, here's the mine down here, and then here's like the Netherworld, and here's the top. Yeah.
And that was an homage to what you will look at old Nintendo powers. They'd have this. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Doing. Yeah. So that was my little. Well, apparently, we're doing the Canadian farewell. I was like, it's time to hit the old dusty road. Now let's start a new conversation. Carry on the conversation beyond that. We got to start and stuff. We moved it to chatting, so.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't.
So it's titled Resident post game. We're on the tangents. That's what we tangent every time.
This is absolute.
I also love that we were both kind of doing this at the same time. Married couples, am I right? All right. Are you ready to call it?
Yeah.
Let's call it. All right, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful week. I'm back tomorrow to. This is all part of the goodbye stuff.
No, that wasn't that. That was the. I've lost so much weight that this is doing that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm back tomorrow to Get Good or Get Fit in Neo 2. I die, I work out. That's how that kind of works. Definitely how it works. Quite a bit in these. Neo has been kicking my ass more. I play Demon Souls.
Yeah, and that did like
between
nothing
Neo
for
and
you.
Neo 2, and I maybe died. I think my largest death count was maybe 20. But then, like, the last stream, I died maybe a dozen times, and all of the final stage bosses in
there.
Yeah. Like, I made every last stage boss look, and a lot of people said that the last boss is like the hard boss.
Yeah.
Or like the last boss. Made him look. So anyway, done yammering. Tomorrow, Neo 2, Git Gud, Git Fit on that one, and then Monday, the holiday, I'll be back to do rest day. Right. Amber,
Right.
see us out of here.
Alright. I didn't do that.
Chicken wing waving. Alright, everybody, have a good night.
Bye.